So we're gonna put this in the oven. Easy way to do that. So graceful. Welcome to another episode of Money Over Biscuits, the weekly show where we learn how to cook easy, delicious, cheap food. This week is all about Thanksgiving. But today we're making a caramelized onion and butternut squash galette. How freaking fancy does that sound? And it's really not that fancy. It's basically just a glorified pie. This is one of those dishes that is super easy to make, but people will be freaking impressed with you. Not only is it amazing for Thanksgiving, it is so good as a standalone fall meal. It's butternut squash, there's caramelized onion, there's sage. All of these smells together, it just stinks of fall. It's just like, fall has just taken a dump in your living room. Why would it do that? It's pretty disgusting. I hope fall didn't take a dump in your kitchen. It's probably not sanitary. Probably need some bleach or something. All right, so that's what we're doing today. So let's start making stuff.
You say butt start making stuff?
Yeah, butt start making stuff. I got a thing for butts. Butternut squash. For our ingredients, we have 1 small butternut squash, or about a pound of pre-cut squash, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter, a large onion, some salt, sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon cayenne, 3/4 cup fontina cheese, which is about 2½ ounces, and 1½ teaspoons chopped fresh sage. I forgot to say you need puff pastry because we need something to put all of our stuff in. And it's gonna be this. First we need to preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Then we get to prep the butternut squash. So 2 ways to do this. Either you go the cheap route and you can buy things whole prepared, or if time is way more important to you, like it is for me right now, you can go with a pre-chopped and peeled butternut squash. This is from Trader Joe's. It was super cheap. It was only maybe $2 more than the regular one, but not every grocery store has the pre-chopped stuff. So if you get a normal butternut squash, it's super easy to prepare. We want to have this in a 1/2 inch dice, and so the pre-cut stuff is a little bit bigger than that, so it just helps it cook faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop this. So now that we are nice and chopped, all cutesy pootsy, we're gonna put this in the oven. Take a pan, line it with foil, because then you don't have to clean stuff up. Blind. Gonna toss it with the olive oil and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You just want to kind of mix it to coat. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just kidding, it's gotta be really perfect or else it's gonna be horrible, and then everyone in your family is gonna hate you on Thanksgiving. Awkward. Put this in the oven. Let that roast in all of this olive oil and salt goodness for 30 minutes. And then while we're doing that, we are going to caramelize an onion. Slice it in half this way. Okay, you've got the root. Cut that bad boy down the middle. We're gonna slice off the bottom, slice off the root, do it to its friend, take off its bottom. I said bottom. And then you're just gonna peel out the, oh, it's working. Then you're gonna peel the outer layer of the onion. Whoa. It's just so sad. Nobody did anything to those onions, and all of a sudden they're just gone. Someone's chopping their butt off. So, what we gonna do now is we gonna melt some butter, y'all. Put it on medium heat. Once the butter is melted, we're gonna add our onions. And then put a 1/2 teaspoon of salt into them. And just a pinch of sugar to help the caramelization process. I mean, you don't need sugar. The natural sugars of the onion are gonna come out and make it amazing anyways, but why not just kick it up a notch? and I'm gonna let the onions cook for that whole time. Which is perfect, because now we can prep what else we need. So while the butternut squash and the onions are going, you're gonna take out a sheet of puff pastry and let that thaw. Normally it's about 30 minutes. And that's exactly how long this part of the recipe takes. As you can see, there's a lot of like brown baked onto the bottom. This is really, really good flavor, and I want to get that. So I'm actually just gonna add a little bit of water, and that's gonna deglaze it and get all of that like brown flavor off of the pan and back into the onions. Okay, so our puff pastry comes in these little squares, and it's pretty great the size that it is, but I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So just take a teensy bit of flour for your workspace. We'll put our dough right on top of that. Make it so it's 12 inches square. This is like the first time I've ever had a rolling pin. Normally I just find like a bottle of wine or something that's gonna be kind of heavy and round, and I use that, and it's fine. Like, you don't have to have fancy stuff, because what is it? Necessity is the creator. Necessity is the mother of invention. Is that actually it? As if I didn't know that. Okay, now that that is rolled out, we're gonna put it on an ungreased baking sheet. A good way to kind of get this off of the board that you've been rolling is fold it a couple times. Okay, so you just kind of roll it up, and it's easy to then unroll. Just have to be gentle with it. Great. We're just gonna let that sit until we fill our filling. Till we put our filling in it. Our butternut squash is ready. Our onions are ready. Let's do this. So we're just going to add our butternut squash. Oh my god, I can't. Sage. I shredded the cheese, so you just take a cheese grater. Dare I say, I haven't thought of many cheese jokes. At least not any Gouda ones. Mix all of this together. Smells like fall took a dump in my kitchen. Why do I keep going there? Raise the oven to 400 degrees. Take our pastry, and we're just gonna add this to the middle. Oh, I forgot to add the cayenne pepper. Sometimes this happens too. Okay, so I'm gonna sprinkle it on and then mix it as good as I can. It's not that big of a deal at all, because it's gonna be great. But you definitely want that in there because it gives it such a great kick. Okay, so you're gonna put that in the middle, leave a little around the edge, because we're gonna fold this up and over. A galette is basically just a freeform pie, which is great because it's supposed to look rustic, so it doesn't have to look pretty. So that's gonna be in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes until it's all golden brown and beautiful. The puff pastry is gonna puff up, look amazing. Yeah, so now you got time. We're gonna watch an episode of Gilmore Girls. We could watch an episode of Master of None, Fraggle Rock, Clarissa Explains It All, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Are you afraid of the dark? The answer is actually yes, a little bit. Sometimes I have to sleep with the lights on. Does that look amazing or what? But really, how, like, that's so easy. We like roasted some stuff and we put it all together, and it looks like we've made a whole thing, y'all. We did that. So that's it. Oh, this is so freaking good. This is so freaking good. It takes a little bit longer. I don't care. I do not care. Make it. You will be so happy. You will be so happy. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving, and